Hey guys, you're munching on a big old plate of nachos, your dog gives you those puppy dog eyes and bam! You're questioning every life choice that led to this moment. Can dogs even eat cheese? Is it like chocolate, instantly turning them into furry little gremlins? Don't worry, I got you. Today we're diving headfirst into the cheesy abyss to answer the age-old question, can dogs eat cheese? We'll be covering everything from cheese balls to cheddar, so buckle up, grab your pup, and let's get cheesy. Okay, first up, we're tackling the OG snack that gets inhaled at every party, cheese balls. You know the ones, those bright orange spheres of processed deliciousness. But before you share with your furry best friend, hold your horses. While a teensy tiny nibble probably won't send your pup on an emergency vet trip, cheese balls are basically a flavor-blasted salt lick for dogs. They're loaded with sodium, artificial flavors, and enough preservatives to make a mummy jealous. Plus, some cheese balls have garlic and onion powder, which are toxic to dogs. Instead of risking it, why not treat your pup to a dog-friendly chew stick? They'll get all the cheesy flavor without the scary side effects. No bueno. Next up on our Cheesecapade cheese puffs. You know those airy, melt-in-your-mouth snacks that disappear faster than your will to adult today? But can dogs eat them? Short answer, not really. Like their cousin the cheese ball, cheese puffs are packed with salt, artificial flavors, and questionable ingredients that are better left in the snack aisle. Cheese puffs offer zero nutritional value for your pup and could cause some serious digestive distress. So stick to dog treats and save the cheese puffs for your next Netflix binge. Imagine this, you give your dog a cheese puff. They sniff it, lick it, and then nothing. It just vanishes. Your dog stares at you bewildered as if you've performed a magic trick. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but you get the point. Alright, cheese lovers, let's talk cheese sticks. Those glorious gooey mozzarella sticks that are basically pizza's less messy cousin. Can dogs eat them? Well, it's complicated. Here's the deal. A tiny bit of plain low-sodium mozzarella cheese stick, without any added seasonings, probably won't hurt your pup. But, and this is a big but, cheese sticks are often fried or breaded, which adds a whole lot of fat and grease that can upset your dog's stomach. Too much cheese can lead to diarrhea, vomiting, and a whole lot of mess for you to clean up. So, while a teeny taste of plain mozzarella is probably okay, it's best to err on the side of caution and stick to dog-friendly treats. Picture this. You're enjoying a plate of cheese sticks, when suddenly, you feel a presence. You turn around to see your dog, eyes wide, staring intensely at the cheese stick in your hand. They start doing a little dance, their butt wiggling with anticipation. Chapter 4, Cheese Pizza. Sharing is caring, right? Wrong. Pizza, the ultimate comfort food that can cure almost any bad day. But when it comes to our furry friends, is sharing a slice really caring? Here's the cheesy truth. Cheese pizza is a big no-no for dogs. First of all, most pizza crusts contain garlic or onion powder, which are toxic to dogs. Second, the cheese on pizza is usually high in fat and salt, which can cause pancreatitis in dogs, a painful and potentially life-threatening condition. And let's not forget about all the other toppings. Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, these can all wreak havoc on your dog's digestive system. Keep the pizza to yourself and treat your pup to a healthy dog treat instead. Their tummies will thank you for it. Cue the sad puppy eyes and a chorus of whines that would melt even the coldest heart. Chapter 5. Macaroni and cheese comfort food or canine chaos. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite cheesy comfort food, macaroni and cheese. That creamy, cheesy, carby goodness that just screams warm hug. Plain macaroni without any added salt or butter is actually okay for dogs in small amounts. But the cheese sauce is where things get tricky. Most mac and cheese sauces are loaded with butter, milk, cheese, and sometimes even flour. This combination can be a recipe for disaster for dogs, leading to upset stomachs, diarrhea, and even pancreatitis. While a lick or two probably won't hurt, it's best to avoid giving your dog mac and cheese altogether. There are plenty of other delicious and safe treats out there that won't turn their tummy into a churning volcano. Picture this, you're enjoying a big bowl of mac and cheese when your dog starts giving you those irresistible puppy dog eyes. Chapter 6. Cottage cheese, curds of kindness, or a recipe for regret. Alright, let's switch gears to something a little different. Cottage cheese. This lumpy, tangy dairy product might not scream dog treat, but you might be surprised. In small amounts, cottage cheese can actually be a healthy snack for dogs. Here's why. Cottage cheese is low in fat and calories, making it a good source of protein and calcium. It also contains probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that can help with digestion. But hold on! Before you start spooning cottage cheese into your dog's bowl, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, choose low sodium or no salt added cottage cheese, as too much salt can be harmful to dogs. Second, introduce cottage cheese gradually, starting with a small spoonful and monitoring your dog for any adverse reactions. And finally, make sure your dog isn't lactose intolerant. While cottage cheese is lower in lactose than other dairy products, some dogs may still experience digestive upset. If your dog handles cottage cheese well, it can be a healthy and delicious treat. Just remember, moderation is key. Alright, cheese fam, we're circling back to mac and cheese because, let's be real, this cheesy concoction deserves a second look. We already talked about the dangers of the typical store-bought stuff, but what about homemade? Even if you're whipping up a batch of mac and cheese from scratch, it's still not ideal for your furry friend. The high fat content from the cheese and butter can still spell trouble for your pup's pancreas. Instead, offer your pup a small piece of cooked unseasoned chicken or a few baby carrots. They'll get a tasty treat, and you'll avoid a potential doggy tummy ache. Remember, even with the best intentions, homemade mac and cheese is still a risky treat for our furry companions. Let's be real, when it comes to cheese, mozzarella is the Beyoncé of the cheese board. Smooth, versatile, and loved by almost everyone. But can our canine companions enjoy this cheesy goodness too? Here's the lowdown plain, low-sodium mozzarella in small amounts is generally safe for dogs. Yes, you heard that right. A few small cubes of mozzarella can be a tasty treat for your furry friend. It's a good source of protein and calcium, and it's relatively low in lactose compared to other cheeses, but hold your horses. Before you start handing out mozzarella sticks like candy, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, moderation is key. Too much mozzarella can still lead to an upset stomach or even pancreatitis, especially in dogs who are lactose intolerant. Second, always opt for plain mozzarella without any added seasonings, garlic or onion powder. A small amount of plain mozzarella can be a fun and tasty treat for your pup. Just remember to keep it moderate and avoid any harmful additions. Alright, cheese connoisseurs, let's talk about cream cheese. That smooth, tangy, spreadable delight that can elevate a bagel to new heights. But can our furry friends indulge in this creamy goodness? While cream cheese isn't toxic to dogs, it's not exactly a health food for them either. Cream cheese is high in fat and calories, which can contribute to weight gain and pancreatitis in dogs, especially if they overindulge. While a small lick probably won't hurt, it's best to avoid giving your dog cream cheese intentionally. There are plenty of other healthier and safer treats that won't leave them with a rumbling tummy. If you're looking for a special treat, try offering your dog a small amount of plain, unsweetened yogurt instead. It's lower in fat and contains probiotics which are beneficial for their gut health. Alright folks, let's unravel the mystery of string cheese, that peel-and-eat cheese stick that's basically designed for fun and games. But can our four-legged friends join in on the string cheese shenanigans? Here's the cheesy truth. While a tiny taste of string cheese probably won't send your dog rushing to the vet, it's not exactly the best treat choice. String cheese is essentially just mozzarella that's been processed and shaped into strands. However, the stringy texture of this cheese can pose a choking hazard, especially for smaller dogs or those who like to gulp their food. To avoid any cheesy mishaps, it's best to stick to safer treat options that are easier for your dog to chew and digest. Imagine this. You're enjoying a string cheese snack, peeling off each strand with expert precision. Your dog, mesmerized by the cheese peeling ritual, sits at your feet, their tail wagging in anticipation. Hold on to your cheese graters, folks, because we're about to tackle the king of all things pasta Parmesan cheese, that hard, salty umami bomb that can elevate any dish to gourmet status. But can our furry friends partake in this cheesy delight? Here's the Parmesan predicament. While a tiny sprinkle of Parmesan cheese probably won't harm your dog, it's not exactly the best treat option either. Parmesan cheese is very high in sodium, which can be dehydrating for dogs, especially if they have any underlying health conditions. Instead of sharing your Parmesan, offer your dog a small piece of cooked, unseasoned chicken or a few baby carrots. They'll get a tasty and healthy treat, and you'll avoid any potential health risks. Imagine this, you're grating fresh Parmesan cheese over a steaming bowl of pasta when your dog wanders into the kitchen, drawn in by the irresistible aroma. Last but not least, let's talk about the cheese that's practically synonymous with cheese itself, cheddar cheese. That sharp, tangy, melt-in-your-mouth goodness that's a staple in many households. But is it safe for our furry friends to enjoy? Here's the cheddar breakdown. In small amounts, cheddar cheese can be a safe and tasty treat for dogs. Cheddar is a good source of protein and calcium, and it's generally well tolerated by most dogs. However, like all cheeses, moderation is key. Choose low-sodium or reduced-fat cheddar cheese to minimize the risk of stomach upset or pancreatitis. A small amount of cheddar cheese can be a delicious and safe treat for your furry friend. Just remember to keep it moderate and choose healthier options to avoid any digestive discomforts. Imagine this. You're prepping a cheese board for a get-together, carefully cutting cubes of sharp cheddar cheese. Your dog, ever the loyal companion, sits patiently by your side, their eyes following your every move. You can't resist their charm and offer them a tiny cube of cheddar. So there you have it, cheese lovers, the ultimate guide to navigating the cheesy maze and keeping your furry friends safe and satisfied. Remember, while a little bit of cheese here and there probably won't hurt, it's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with your veterinarian before introducing any new foods to your dog's diet. What are your dog's favorite cheesy treats? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more pawsome pet tips and tricks.